just taking the two things, that is the time and the rate. So we can come to conclusion, and we will be on the right way to the solution. Anyhow, let's see
Right.
what next. Please read this one.
Okay. If A takes A days to complete a task.
Yes. So it's our assumption. So we'll have to suppose something. If A takes
Right.
A days, because it's what I mean to say, that B alone takes 60 days. So the unknown thing must be supposed that if A takes A days to complete a task, then please read this one. This leads to this statement.
All right. A
This
will
one.
complete half of the task in a day.
Half of 1 hour A of the
Oh,
task.
A. Oh yeah. That. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
A will complete 1/A of the task in a day.
Yes. So it's a, if A takes A days to complete the whole task, A days, we don't know what is A. So per day, that's why the rate is per day, time taken and the rate. So rate of working per day, A will complete 1 hour A of task in a day. So it's just about the unit time, that is in term of days. So that's why 1 hour A is the amount of the task in 1 day. So let's see. It's a wrong thing, but anyhow, we will have to take care of these things. So please read
Right.
this one.
Therefore, if A takes 20 days and B takes 30 days to complete a task, it will be absurd to say that working together they will take 20 uh, plus 30 is equal to 50 days.
50 days. So that's why it's a wrong, the red color and crossing that. So
Right.
if we are supposing that A takes 20 days and B takes
Right.
30 days, so it will be 50 days. So it's not
Right.
12 days are over there. So we are not going to make any, what we can say from this. So this thinking is not leading to the right way. So we will have to think alternatively. We will have to think about another idea. So this is the right one. Please read this one.
In a day, A will complete 1/20th of the task and B will complete 1/30th of the task. Together, they will complete 1/20th plus 1/30th equal to 3 plus 2 over 60, which is equal to 1 over 12, or they will complete the task in 12 days.
Okay, so these are the basically two ideas. One can think about these points. They can make the calculation this way, and the other alternative way is, if we are just doing the calculation this way, so we are reaching at least this one, the given information. So that's why we are just discarding this, and we are just going working on these lines, because it's what we have supposed that the in a day A will complete 1 hour 20th of the task, and B will complete
Okay.
one of the 30th of the task. So we are just putting together, and in this way they will complete the task in 12 days. So that is also
12,
given.
yeah.
So this calculation is near to the given data. So that's why we are not thinking about that, and we will have to do something just like that. So it's very clear. Now let's see,
Okay.
if we are adopting the second choice, then understanding the relation between time taken and rate. So that's why this is the key step to the solution, that rate and the time. So these are the two things. Let's see. Another idea is, please read this one.
Similarly, if takes A days to complete a task and B takes B days to complete a task, and if working together they will complete the task in 10 days, it is incorrect to say that A plus B is equal to 10.
A plus B is equal to 10. So once again, it's not a good idea to think about that. So let's see, the right one is, okay.
All right, the right expression, oh, the correct expression is A 1 over A plus 1 over B is equal to 10.
1 over 10. So this is the ratio because we don't know about the exact number. So we are just using the ratios that this is the part of the time that is being done the two individuals. Let's see the next is. Okay, please read this one. Very important.
Okay. Only the rate of work done in a day by two people working together can be added or subtracted. The time taken individually should not be added or subtracted.
Okay, so this is the most important rule whenever you will face this type of the problem. So only the rate of work in a day or in hours or whatsoever the case is over there by two people working together can be added or subtracted. The rate of the work, the time taken individually should not be added or subtracted. So this is the what we can say the key to the solution. This is very important. So we'll have to keep this thing in our mind that if we are facing the problem, if you are going to calculate some, if we are doing some calculation to calculate the required answer, so only the rate of work done in a day or in any unit of time by two people or more than two working together can be added or subtracted. So the time taken individually should not be taken to be added or subtracted. So this is the most important thing. So keeping this step 2, frame question, solve equation. So the step 1 was all that the mental work, that was the key steps, that was just the flow chart of the problem that we will have to think on these lines. We will have to get together put together all the ideas, and we will have to select the best possible ideas which will lead to the solution. So that's why the first one was just mental thinking. We will have to think about those things. We'll have to keep, we'll have to take care of all those rules which are very important in mathematics. Now the second is that frame equation, solve equation. So we'll have to convert the data into the mathematical form, an algebraic expression, an equation, and then we'll have to go for the solution, that is to find the values of unknown. So let's see, that's okay. Please read this one.
Okay. Working alone, let A take A days to complete the task.
Okay, so the two persons are there and we are looking for the A. So B can complete the same task in 60 days. So we are just supposing that letting it that A days to complete the task, and we will have to find the value of A. Let's see this one. Please read this one.
All right. A will complete 1 over A task in a day.
Okay, so if he is taking A days total, so in one day he will complete 1 over A of the task in a day, 1 over A of the task in single day, per day you can say. So the next one is,
okay, working alone, B takes 60 days to complete the task.
okay, so this information is given to us that B alone takes 60 days. So we are making use of this information that A we will have to calculate. We suppose that A days and B working alone 60 days. So one is unknown, the second is given. So we are putting together in the same shape that A takes this much time, B takes this much time, which is given. So per day, the rate of the time per day, that is for A. So similarly, on the same lines, we can calculate for the B also per day, the rate of the working of B per day. Let's see, that is B will complete 1 over 60 of the task in a day.
In a day, right.
So look at this. These are the 4 lines. These are the 4 statements. But these statements, we can say key to the solution. So we are just putting them together, the parallel to each other, that we can suppose that this is the unknown thing, X days or A days, A is taking to complete the work. So this is the per day rate for A, and B the total number of days to complete the task. So that this is given. So we are putting the given information this way. So we are also for the per day. So that's why I am taking this much time, that you must have the mind map. So you must
Right.
have the steps in your mind, whatsoever the digits are changed, whatsoever the situation is changed, but you must at least know where to start it. So we are starting from the
Right.
unknown quantity. We are letting it, we are supposing it that this is the A number of days. We are looking for that. So and the parallel information is also given. So we are just converting to the rate. This is the time taken. This is the rate of the work for the two person. If there are more than two, so we can continue this process until the last person. But anyhow, we have two this time. So we'll have to get the next step. That is, please read this one. Very important.
Okay. Working together, A and B will complete 1 over A plus 1 over 60 of the task in a day.
Okay. So this is just coming out this, because we are looking for the one day. So we are just adding up the rate. So the last time there was a key point that you can add the rate of the time at the number of days. So instead of adding these two statements, we are going to add these two rates, rate per day for the A person, and for the B person we are just adding the rate of the task one day. So in one day, that this is the rate of the tasks combined together, A and B. So now let's see, the next one is okay. Please read this
Okay.
one.
Working together, A and B take 12 days.
12 days. So we are just making use of this given information. So this is in front of us. So it's a very right way that when you are solving a problem, so you must have the given data all the time in your mind. So you can look at that data. You will have to make utilize of the information which is given in the question. If the information is given and you are missing altogether, so that will not helpful for you. So it's a best
Right.
way to keep the given information your in time in your mind all the time. So you can make use of that, because each and every information is just leading the way to the right solution. So that's why this is the time to think about that why this information is given, that A and B working together take 12 days. So working together, A and B take 12 days. Now all these statements, these are 6. So if you are thinking about that, so this will be over here. And if we are just thinking about the P, so this will lead us to the rate. If we are making the sum, we are putting the rates together for the two persons, so we are getting this type of the statement. And if they are working together, so they are taking 12 days, so this is the given information. So all these 6 steps, these 6 lines are helpful, are basic and integral part of the solution. So let's see. Therefore, they complete 1 of 12 of the task in a day. Look at this. So as usually what we are doing, we are supposing a thing, that the time period, we are getting the rate from that supposition. Am I right? Are you getting
Right.
what we are doing? We are supposing the time,
Right.
then we are getting the rate of work, then we are utilizing the same thing for the second person that is given to us, and then we are converting it to the rate for the person B. Then we are making some of the rates of the work for the two persons. Then if they are working together, so this information is given, and we are just converting this one to the rate. So the time period is converted to rate. What I mean to say, rate for the A, rate for the B, rate for the all together. They are working all, together to complete the task. So this is the way. Now let's see, the next one is, look at this.
Okay. Equating the two, 1 over a plus 1 over 60 is equal to 1 over 12.
1 over 12. So up till now, these 6 steps were, that was the question, that was the expression, that was what I can say. The question is transformed into the mathematical expression. So all these are the mathematical expression. So we are we are extracting, we are reaching these expressions, and then the most important step is that we must have equations from all these arguments. So these are the arguments only, these are the statements, these are the mathematical expressions, and we are just making an equation. This equation is 1 over a, 1 over 60, and 1 over 12. So this is the rate of the individual a and b. If you are putting together, so we will have to add them, and this is the rate for both the persons working together. So that's why this will make the addition of 2, and this will be the sum of these 2's. So that's why it's a simple way to get the equation. Add the two things and get the sum. So the rate of the individual A, rate of work of the individual B, and the rate of the work together, A and B, and these are working together. Am I right? So you have the idea how we have got this equation?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the what I mean to say. These steps are common to each and every problem. So problem may be a little different. So you will have to think upon these lines. So you will have to work out all these steps, and definitely if you have a mind map, if you know the right procedure, if you know that you have done this type of a problem already, so you will have to keep these steps in your mind. You will have to follow, you will have to write them, you will have to do some mental calculation for these steps, and definitely you will get the single mathematical equation where you can do any type of the calculation mentally, and you can reach the right answer. So keeping on this thing that you were looking for the your choice was 20, so we are just near to that, and we will be very much clear that how much is the difference about your choice and the right answer. So let's see, wait for a while. Okay, look at this. So what is this?
That is.
This is just
that's how to
bringing.
get A.
Oh, okay, bringing the unknown to the left and all the things to the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So let's see, the next one is this one. This is minus over here.
Right.
So we are taking the LCM, making the denominator same, that is 60. So 12 5s are 60, so 5 will be over here, and 61 are 60, so 1 is already here. So 5 minus 1, 4. So 1 over is 4 over 60. So 1 over is 1 over 5, 15. So I just only one click away from the answer, I mean to say. So before clicking, what should be your answer now?
1 over 15, so it's 15 days.
A takes 15 days. So these are the few steps. What I mean to say, the few steps which are leading to the right answer. So that time in the beginning, so we are just looking for the 12, 60, and 20. So we that guess was all about the numbers which are given in the problem. So we can think that if we can take 60 days, and if they are working together, so they will work in 12 days. If B is taking rest and A is working alone, then he will take 20 days. Okay, all right, it's a seems to be near to the correctness, what I mean to say, by using this type of the information. So we can justify that 40 and 60, so that will that A is quicker than B. So 40 and 60 there, that must be the ratio. That 60 days if B is a little slower, so he's completing the task in 60 days. So A must complete in, what I mean to say, 20 days, as your guess was. But the situation is slightly different. 15 days, A will take 15 days to complete that task in, what I mean to say, all alone, if he is working all alone. So this was the solution. So what I mean to say, that similarly, if there is a problem, and
Right.
another ways, just to explain that, just this is the part, not of the part of the solution, that is supplementary to that solution. So let me explain one thing over here. So let's suppose the two things are there. What I mean to say, that one is the men, and second is the
Right.
time, that is the days.
Okay.
So these two things are there, and there is a ratio. Let's suppose if the, what I mean to say, the 12 persons can complete a task in 30 days. So
Right.
if 5 more persons are added, then how much
Okay.
time? 5 more added means 17 persons are there now, and how much the time? So let's see. This is the way. So I have a trick for to solve this question just within the
Okay.
second, without doing any
Sure.
calculation. We are just putting the ratios mark. So this is the mark, is the arrow is going from X to 30. So it's a very, now think about that. If 12 men are working, the time is 30 days. If the more
Okay.
persons are coming over here, the time will be less. So they will complete
Right.
the, so it's one quantity is increasing, the second is decreasing. So that's why it's an inverse proportion. Inverse is always coming down. It's a candle rule. Invert the candle. So from here, the x is equal to 12 over 17 into 30. So this is what I mean to say. From here you can find out the right answer, that 12 into 30 over 17. So 12 into 30 over 17. So this is all about that. So you can make the calculation over very quickly and you will get the answer. So what is the answer? If you have a calculator, if you can do some calculation.
Oh,
So,
I don't have a calculator. What?
okay, anyhow, no problem. It's 12, 360.
Yeah.
360
Yeah,
over
yeah.
17.
360 over 17.
So we can say 40 something, 39 point something. I'm not sure, but I'm just making a guess. 39 plus someday. It's a, am I right?
I think it's like 21 something.
21.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
If you can solve, it's my idea only. 360 is divided by 17. Okay, it's a divided by 17, not 4. This. Okay, anyhow, whatsoever the answer is, so very easily you can get the answer from here. So this is the way to solve the problem if they are coming together. But that problem is slightly different from that which we have solved over there. That is, they are just looking for the answer for the what I mean to say, for the individuals. Here what we are getting in the ratio form, that is all together. They are working to, all the men are working together. So not for the individual. So this is just the, what we can say, the another way to say some problem, but that is not for the individual, that is the collective work, collective time, and they are not going for the individual. But that problem, if we are coming back to the our real problem that we have solved, that was what I can say. So this is the way. So from here, what we can say, that the 15 days is our right answer. So that's why we are also
Right.
offering this type of the test for our local students, and also so online preparation is also part of the
Right.
other courses. But anyhow, one thing is that during this long weekend, I was looking for this, that you must go through your books and you must calculate some, what I mean to say, to get the question of all these type. If you're just solving the one paper, so that may be of different type of the problems are over there, and you can mix up over there. But what I am suggesting, that still I'm looking for the response, and that is very important. What I mean to say, that the last time we were talking about the two topics. One was the geometry. We were calculating the area of a triangle, and a straight line is given. The
Right.
the next one was, what was that? If I can recall that. That was the LCM or HCF type of the problem.
Yeah, highest common factor.
Okay, okay. And this time we are doing some uh, time rate,
Work. Yeah.
work rate, or time. Or
I was
this,
by the way, when I was working on these tests, uh
yes.
I haven't seen any of these. I haven't come across these questions yet, like the work
This
questions.
these types are not there. No geometry
Uh
work is there. No
yeah,
time
no,
rate.
the working ones are like the work time ones I haven't seen or come across yet. And I've gone through like 2 or 3 tests.
Okay.
So
Now
maybe it's
you must send some sample problems to us.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
I will come to know that idea, that these must be over there, because there is the proportion of geometry is also there, the algebra is also there, and this rate, proportion, percentages, and all these are included in the syllabus. So
Right.
these are the main portion, become the algebra, the geometry, the coordinate geometry, the statistics, the rate of change, the percentages, the business mathematics, the coordinate geometry and analytic geometry, statistics. So these are the topics. And if you are
Right.
doing some, so you must send all those type of the question. I'm not saying that this question will be as it is, but there may be
Right.
a little change, but that the idea to solve that question is the same. So if you are finding the question, the problem about the geometry, coordinate geometry, what I mean to say, Cartesian geometry, where the lines and the points and these things are given, and you are asked to find something, that may be asking the slopes of the line, if they are looking for the area of any what we can say geometrical figure, if they are looking for the position or whatsoever that is. So if you have a books, and definitely if you are with touchy with that, so you must put some screenshots. What I mean to say, that there must be a problem, and we can get the right idea that what type of the problems are over there. Because right now I don't have that exactly the same book which you have, but
Right.
these things are just coming out from all those materials which are what I mean to say. I am just keeping the track of the syllabus, that how much the proportion, how much percentage of these topics are coming in the SAT or SAT, ACT test. So anyhow, there may be a change little bit, but these are the tricks and the techniques, and that's why I'm saying that if on the other hand, if you are feeding us, if you are telling us the problems, if you are talking about those, so definitely we'll get to the right idea, and we
Right.
will be on the same track. So that's why I'm saying, if we are getting those problems, so we'll come to know that which type of the problem is these. This is whether these are the algebra or geometry or statistics or business mathematics or percentages or ratios or time rate or distance, time distance problem or speed problem or whatsoever. There are so many things. So all these are the, what we can say, this is all about the mathematics. But it's good to this note this point. So very good to note that if something is different, if you are not finding over there, so what you have, so you must send us. We will definitely look into details. We will tell you that this is the problem of which nature, and whether this is a algebraic sum, or this may be a statistical problem, or that may be of coordinate geometry. So that's why uh, I am saying that we should not be a one way. It should not be a one way affair. That maybe something is coming from you. Either this is in the shape of problems, or these solutions, or whatsoever you are doing. So you must share us. It's
Yeah, okay.
no harm to share. If you're the only one thing that the problem must be there, because only the solution, the short solution, we
Yeah.
cannot get to the real problem. So you must take the screenshot of those wordings. You can write also. You can send that this was the problem and you have solved in this way, and you have checked your answer. Your answer is absolutely right. So we'll come to know that this is this type of the problem and you are doing this. So and we will have to solve many more for you also. So that's the way
Right.
to, what we can say, we will be on the right way. We will be in the what we can say, on the same page. So if you are not sharing, if you are keeping all the things in your minds, and we are just sending these things, we are talking about all these, and one day if the things are totally different, so then what we can say that this is the communication gap, either from our side or from your side. But it's good to note that you have this much courage, that you are saying that all these type of the questions are not there in the test. So it's a very astonishing that if these type of the questions are not there, let's see
Yeah.
what type of the questions are over there. That maybe, I'm not saying that exactly the same question must be there. These are the types, they are slightly
Yeah.
changes are there, they can change the wording.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm sure that you will get the time and you will send the screenshots of those problem, and what you have solved so far. So you will send us, and we will come to know that we must change our track. We must get all those type of the problems we must get from the other sources, that what are the current questions are over there. And if you are sending us, so we will try to solve those. We will make the complete procedure, and you will know how the problems are being solved over here. But anyhow, that may be we cannot claim that each and everything we are just spoon feeding you and you will get the exact problem over
Right.
there. Anyhow, it's good to listen from you, and hoping
Right.
that we will see something from you very soon. Okay, anything else you
Right.
want to
Okay.
share or you want to say?
No, not really.
It's a we are very open, very friendly to listen from your
Right.
side. If you are saying anytime, any stage, that if you are suggesting that you are not feeling comfortable, if there is a communication gap, if you are not getting us, if something more and less or anyhow, so your suggestion, your comments, and your saying is what we can say, valuable for us. We are all the time open for that. So, and our students are very used to say each and everything. Even we are conducting
Right.
the courses for the commissioning in the forces, ISB. So all the time the students are very argumental in the way that, sir, this is this. So all the time we are giving the reasons and we are satisfying them. But anyhow, if you are asking, if you are saying, if you are suggesting, so it's a very beneficial for, because it's a what we can say, the distance learning, where we are not sitting together, we are not looking the things here and there. So this is the only way of communication that we can send and we can resend. So anyhow, I think we will be on the right track very soon. Anyhow, thank you very much for today. Thank you.
Okay.
Allah Hafiz. Take care of yourself.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.